Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I would show you this completed Merc-HGM now, and then I wanted to start something else I'll tell you about in a second, and just see if I can build it in this video time frame at least. It's a small project, okay, but this is how it came out, looking all textured up and everything like that now. Um, so I've been kind of playing around with it, and if I really severely strip this thing down to like hardly anything on it, I could get it to. I still got to run like these, the bigger CPU in it, and it doesn't unlock the level of it very much. Actually, what's causing the player unlock level of 20 is a number of things on here. I can get it down to 15. But 15 is what is required for the advanced generators in here. Since this is a Reforged Eden only creation, I definitely want to use the advanced generators. So basically, if I gutted this thing, took out the warp core, the shield, all the lasers or the drill lasers, and all that stuff, I can only get it down to unlock level 15. There's nothing else. I mean, I could take out like a CPU core. I can make it a little cheaper, but then you're gonna have to add all this stuff back to it. Now, I never really intended this to be a mechanical drill miner. It's basically, if that was the case and I was trying to make boreholes, I would want to have I would want to have the ship thinner. And have these maybe out another block row on the sides to get to make a little bit bigger of a borehole kind of thing, but that's not really what I intended this to be. Basically, you fly around, you kind of like just drill out an area and kind of keep on moving around a little bit to make the hole wider and get all the loot you can, and then fly away on even on hopefully pretty high gravity planets. With the four large lift thrusters on here and the four forward thrusters. But anyway, that's kind of how it came out in the end here. On the inside, it's pretty basic. I got a couple more things to texture up. I can hardly do honestly anything with the interior because this entire thing is made with cargo extensions, and there's very few textures I can use or willing to use. On the interior with those, and even the floor, like I wanted to do the floor in my normal floor scheme, but I can't because it's cargo extensions, so I'm kind of locked into not doing a lot of that stuff. But overall, it's a function-based creation. I wasn't trying to be pretty. I made it as pretty as I could, for like the human paint scheme set and stuff, so hopefully that works out. But anyway, what I wanted to do, I was looking at this little Scarab STC, and this is one of the main things I kind of wanted to like bring in game due to its low unlock level, the fact that you can get a lot of experience with it by chopping up trees, and its transportation, and just really, really dirt cheap. But I was thinking, could I make something like this that was set up to also deal with mining? Because it already has it's already a big harvest controller. Well, not even a big. It's basically a hovering cargo extension for harvesting. So over here, I wanted to try the same idea, a little bit bigger, probably going up into tier 2 instead of tier 1 like this one is. Or maybe even have it come as tier 1, and then you upgrade it to tier 2 and attach some mechanical mining drills to it. Is the game plan. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of set up a starter HV starter block here, and I built this stuff out so it doesn't fall over since I'm working on the planet. I'm going to just try to assemble a new machine, very similar in characteristics to the other one, except a little bit bigger. It's probably going to be 2 blocks wider and probably a couple blocks longer as well. I did want to beef up the storage a little bit more on this one. So to start with, here, let's get rid of all this stupid stuff here, and I'm going to just start slapping in cargo extensions. So my primary building material on a creation like this is cargo extensions. And then we got these, and I like the order like this. They're very effective at cutting trees, especially I'm pretty content with like a 3-row like this, and it's pretty effective. Same setup that's going on over there. But on this one, what I wanted to do, and actually let me grab those now, I didn't even think about that. Let's grab some mining drills too. I'll put away the controller for now. And figure out where I'd want to attach mining drills. Now this is kind of a tall creation. I was only looking at doing 4 mining drills too, not 6. So could I, because of its height, would it even work? Could I get by with like, that is rough. So let's say these stick out just a smidgen in front of the cheese graters there, and let's add in some more cargo extensions here. We'll just fill all that up for now, and let's say the second drill was down. Okay, so we're leaving the gap of 3 like that, and the lower drills, I should say, are there. Probably ought to turn on symmetry for this. There's a lot of things that I probably can't do in symmetry, but I'll start with symmetry on. That would make more sense. Okay, so would that concoction work, or where you get tripped up from the cockpit sticking out one? But I got no other way to really make it shorter in height. That'd be now maybe I could go out a little bit wider with these drills though. I don't know, because I was thinking about making this a little bit bigger, or maybe it should have 6 drills. Could it? I'll have to see how it works out. Let's just try to plan that a little bit with 6 drills and have these other ones go out like that, so you get that format. Again, I'm worried about this at the top. But overall, I think that kind of works all right so far. Okay, so I don't want to waste any room on this thing either. So let's just start caking in some more cargo extensions like everywhere. I fully intend to, the other one had I think 6,500 cargo. This one I did want to have more than that. How much more I'm not sure yet. Let's see, and if I wanted to get some lights on here, they're going to have to take place here. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of shaped cargo extensions as I'm at it to give it some kind of looks at least. What I'm thinking in the center section here is could be some lights, some spotlights there. And then let's see, what kind of other shaping can I do with cargo extensions? So they're a little bit limited. I could, decoration purposes, try to run some of these on the sides like that. I don't know if that'll look alright or not. And let's make these a little, let's make these come out a little bit like that. And then oh, we don't have that one block in cargo extensions. That doesn't exist here. Well, okay, let's just make that go all the way out then. And let's do the same on the bottom side here. Okay, a bit of a formation, I guess. I have to see where everything comes out at. CPU wise, do I want to do this kind of thing on the bottom like that? Keep on tapering it off. And I'll hold off on that tiny one. I don't even know how much that would really add to cargo with a little sliver block like that. Weird. Maybe the top here, maybe I don't do that and instead just put in some 45s here, round that off there a little bit, put another one there, and we're not gonna, can't add any blocks out here, so I don't want the width to exceed that. I'm still worried about that sticking out. So one other thing a little trick I wanted to do, something I did with the recent transit, is when I put in landing gear. Did I put in the wrong drills for this? No, I guess they're universal. When I put in landing gear, God, do I want this type? There's heavy and then there's light ones. What's the difference? What are these? These unlock at 10. Yeah, this thing isn't gonna lock under 10. I don't. Well, actually it could. So yeah, no, never mind. Let's find landing gear that don't unlock so high a level. Oh, and then all you got beyond that is the docking pad. Ah, that can't work. That'll make it taller. No, I'm gonna have to go with this. Alright. Alright, so, and then I gotta think about the hover engines here too. So, hover engines, let's see, let's try to stick a couple down in here. And then we'll, this is gonna be a little bit deeper, so let's back this off about 2 blocks. Let's try to put in another hover engine or 2. This might need more hover engines than the past one did. Weight-wise, I wonder if I should try to do like a 6-pack of hover engines. How would that work? I guess we'll find out. Never really tried a 6-pack like that before, so we'll see. Okay, so with the landing gear, what I wanted to do is put in a single landing gear for, I mean, this thing's tiny. I'm going to have to use this type. Let's turn that around. And what I want to do is I want to recess it in so the landing gear comes down to the bottom and not, let's put it like in the center right there. And I'll put in a cargo extension here and there. And there's our landing gear. Let's fill that block in, and let's fill this block in. Okay, so we got that. Again, I got to make sure all these cargo extensions are going to be connected. I think they will be, especially when I cross the center over here. Let's do that. Now, let's just say it goes back one more block past the rear ones. I might have to adjust those. Maybe move these in. You got to kind of balance it between the front and the back, and I'm not sure how heavy each side's going to be yet. So now power. I'm really hoping I can get by with not much in power. I may try to use the regular small generators this time though, instead of the advanced generator. But I had one on the Scarab, I believe, and it didn't have any power problems. I'm going to try one on this, and we'll see how it goes. See if it does run into power issues. I don't know yet. And let's extend these so they're connected and touching. I'll put one there too. Tie that in. Maybe a couple more down the sides here, and put a couple of these down here. Maybe one more there. So I got to get all the parts in here yet too, and thrusters. So that's another thing. Something I ought to probably be thinking about right now. Let me see what this one had. So whatever this one had, this one was using the small thrusters. So I already was planning on using the medium thrusters for this one. Let's see how that's going to work out. So we're going to need a couple reverse. Well, you know, a miner really should be fairly thrusty too. I know I was going to put in spotlights there. I don't really have too many more block spaces, but I might have to put thrusters there instead. I would like light on here though. Or maybe instead of that, I'll put thrusters like down this way. Can they come right out to the edge? Would I want them to? I'd actually save a little bit of room that way. Let's put another cargo extension back there. Reverse thrusters there, so that comes out to the same as where the the drills are. Could still recess the lights in there unless I needed more CPU or more cargo extensions. Seal off the floor a little bit here. Okay, so from the outside, it looks like you could outfit this with all the mining drills needed. And I don't have to seal those off. I can't add any blocks to the bottom or the sides. I'm trying to make this as tight as I can be. The only thing, again, that's really scaring me is the cockpit itself. Trying to see, you know, right now the visibility would be pretty good, but I worry that you could get stuck up there. Alright, so let's add in, okay, so we got one generator. Let's actually take that generator. Oh, that's two. We get a fuel tank as well. I'm going to try to get this thing powered up here shortly and see how it maneuvers. So let's just get the symmetry back off. Put in that. Put in a fuel tank. I might need more power. Definitely might need more power. So strafing thrust. What if we got rid of the cargo extensions? Oh, now I turned off symmetry, of course. Right behind where the landing gear are. Go with these shaped ones. That. Of course, I'd like to put more on here, but I could. Really could put more on here. I'll see if it needs it. That's a little weak on strafing, but I gotta really be more concerned about forward thrust on this one. So forward thrust will double that up, or probably like run 4 on the back side of this thing. And I could shape these if I can find a decent shape that works, but right now I think it's more about just getting them on here. So let's bring that back to there. Partially seal that off. Make sure that all those boxes are touching. And let's say we had a rear thrust there and another rear thrust here. Now I don't have to worry about up or down, at least, because it's HV. So basically I just got to get the 4 directions. So we got reverse, our strafing. Let's, you know, it's tight here. You know, if I had another strafing, the way this is set up, the only place I'm going to fit it really is right there. So let's just try it. I'll have to see how the CPU comes out too. So now we've got 2 strafing thrusts, forward thrust, 2 reverse thrusters, all of them the medium type. I still have room for. I could double up the reverse thrusters as well. Well, let's go high end for now and see how this comes out in the end. Oops. Actually, let's stick with the shaped. In fact, oops. Wrong rotation. There we go. Say we have the shaped ones there, and I'll replace these bottom ones with shaped as well. Like that. Might get rid of the curve here and just go with a straight angle then too. Okay, so we got power. Oh man, thought I put in a fuel tank. I guess I didn't put in a fuel tank. I thought I did. What the heck? There it goes. Okay. Fuel tank. There we go. And let's put a cargo extension back in here. Let's just make sure if we put in any other parts. So I got room for more parts, more cargo extensions, and all that fun stuff here. Now at the back, I wanted to put in a controller, harvest controller. Another thing that would be kind of neat for this too would be if it could have some weapon placements as an option, at least. I'm not saying it automatically would have those or not. So what kind of cargo are we looking at? 15K right now. the wrong thing here. My cargo extensions go. There they are. Okay. So 15 something something. God, what other parts would this thing need? It's got a little bit of room, or maybe I can make it a little bit not quite as long. It is quite a bit bigger than the STC over there. Why does it? Oh, you know, it would also need O2 and probably a dispenser. Oxygen station. Okay. And I might have to rearrange a lot of this stuff. Actually, that's probably a good spot for it. Let's just say we put in a couple of these. We'll say in the final here it would have, I don't know, one of those out back. Could have a lot of other utility parts too, fridges and armor lockers and all that fun stuff. Now lights. Let's get a couple spotlights on here. And they can go... Oh, it looks like I got more cargo extension room there, so let's put those there then, and then lights right out front. Like that. We're gonna need a core, CPU blocks here. I'm gonna get, it's about time I get rid of this base here. And the core, we'll just stick that somewhere, I don't know, in the middle here somewhere, safe-ish. And let's put another cargo extension there and there. Why not there? And there too. Okay. Still got more room. How does it move? Alright, let's get you filled up. Okay, so CPU wise I am over right now. I expected that. So this is going to need a basic. That in. Let's put it over by the core. Put it somewhere for now. Okay, so we got a basic. That will bring our CPU to 10,000, so we got plenty left over. And that's with the 6 drills installed. Alright, so how do you move? How's your power? Okay, you're moving alright. You feel pretty good. Granted, it's unloaded. Okay, so thrust is pretty good. We could double up the reverse thrust. Not much of trees around here. I just want to test the trees, and then I'll test digging. Nope. What a crappy tree. Well, I gotta believe that trees would work pretty good. It feels a lot like the other machine. So, okay, so that's good. So let's try out. This is the important part. How do you dig into the ground? You're gonna get stuck because of the cockpit, probably. Or maybe not. My ground height right now, I'm at, I don't know. Does not seem to be getting stuck. Oh, or did it finally get stuck? Where's my ground height? Okay, let's flatten you out. Try to go straight. And power, yeah, it's gonna need more power too, obviously. So, all right, not bad so far. I'm at 3 meters. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. Oh, I went too far low. Okay, so I should be at about 1.5. Let's see. We go to a max of 3. Okay, so 1.5 meter ground height, I think, is what you'd want for mining, or right around there. And I was just curious if I was going to get nubs and get stuck, or if it was going to, see, here and there it does, it like works, and then it gets a little tripped up. It's at 1.5. Maybe I should go at about 1 meter. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to get out of the hole. It's a good test. Yeah, there's a couple little nubs in there. Let's go up to 1.5 meters. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's make a new hole out of here. I'll just try to head upward. See how that works out. Come on, rock. Yeah, you gotta be getting pretty close to the surface. Another question too, does it have enough hover engines? Seem to be struggling on this last part. Oh, there we go. And we are out. Alright, so I made it in the hole and back out. That's a bonus. Didn't get stuck or tripped or caught in anything. It's always, oh, I better get my driving height back up though. So what kind of weight is in here right now? Actually, and not a lot comparatively speaking to what it can hold. Salt. Well, what is salt? Okay, so yeah, how about this work? Oh, you know what? It would be kind of nice to also put this on. It's not quite done yet. So it needs more power. That is a guarantee. So let's get that out of there, which will shut you off. And let me remove this one, and we'll add in a second generator. That should probably do the trick to fix that up. And let's see, then we got to get fuel back in here. Probably doubling up the fuel tanks would probably be a good idea too. Not sure where all this will actually end up in the creation yet. Don't necessarily want them right next to the generators, but I'm running out of room here. Let's put a couple of fuel tanks in. Might as well put in some more storage there. They should be connected. I believe everything is connected pretty good on there. Okay, and our main core is down there, CPU block. Let's move that to where to go. Put that in the center. God, right, yeah. The fuel's too close to everything. Oh, well then, if it's not there, then it's by the generators, isn't it? Let's say that goes there. Could technically have the fuel visible from the back, maybe. That could work, I guess. Alright, so anyway, so we got double the power, double the fuel. Let's What's CPU looking like now? So we got a little bit more CPU. Can we afford a couple more thrusters? I think it might benefit if I... Oh no, I already did have the 4 reverse. Never mind. Did I get rid of my strafing thrusters out of here? And where do they go? No, they're on the bottom. Okay, no, they're still there. So we'll need any more forward thrusters? That could happen. Could pull out those and put in... Oh, that's the wrong kind of thruster. Put in some of these here. In fact, let's just get rid of all of these. And I like to use shaped if I can. So let's get some shaped ones back here. That could be like its own little thing. And then let's put in a couple more there. So what does our CPU look like now? We're okay yet. Actually probably got room now for a couple more hover thrust engines too. Let's get you off the ground a little bit. Speaking of that, I'm going to have to see how this is going to balance out too, but oh yeah, the balancing is really bad right now. Look at that. Even though, yeah, I guess the ground is sloped that way, so maybe it's not. But I have a feeling it could benefit from... See, I was trying to avoid these ones. You know, they only unlock at level 7, though. These unlock at level 3. You know what? Maybe on the kind of weight that this is running, I'd be better served. Oh, they're not going to fit, though. They could fit on the back. What if I get rid of these and all these cargo extensions here, and then put in a couple bigger thrusters there? And yeah, that ain't gonna work with this 2x2 thruster in the front. Let's put in maybe a couple more of these. What if it had actually 6 of them in that format? And then, oh, okay, that is our landing gear. Can I afford all this CPU wise? Yes. Yeah, those right off the back I'm not super thrilled with, but maybe I downgrade them again to the smaller ones and put them forward a little bit. Let's get that in place. Make sure we're connected. There's storage. Again, I'll have to try to dress up the body on this thing too and trying to make it look like something. Right now it kind of looks like a... Oh, it has this weird, like, old World War II looking tank kind of thing, like a Sherman kind of tank. I don't know. Something like that. Alright, so power-wise, we're good. Mining drills on. Power, pretty good with that. Go down to 1.5 meter height. Just start drilling. Try to hold O when I'm doing it. Okay, so no real power issues. Got a good running time too with the 2 fuel tanks on there. I guess if you're straight mining and moving, you get, I don't know, at least 45 minutes. Just strolling around, not doing much of anything. 300, about 100 and about 2 hours. About 2 hours. I mean, yeah, fuel tanks are pretty full, so yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's plenty. Now, the big question, and what I'm really going to have to test out, is once the weight gets put in here, is it going to be able to cope with that? Now, this little STC over here, Oh, you know what? Something else I want to do real quick because I can't stand that. Let's do spotlights. And you're off. And let me set these to spotlights. Okay. Alright, now they're off. So what do I got in here now? Not much yet, so about 4K of stuff. I don't think weights and volumes is on anyway, so I don't think it really matters, or maybe it does. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you, you know, kind of doing more of a technical creation, how I'd want that to be. And there's, you know, there's one last thing I want to do. I need a level surface, so I'm going to spawn in, what is the, overkill, but it'll do the job. Okay, let's get this put in somewhere. Good enough. Alright, and where's my creation? There it is. What I want to do is park it over level ground, which the landing pad will achieve, and then see how it's sitting. See if it's like nosediving, which I think it might be. Yeah, so we've got a nosedive going on already, and I think that has to do with having these big hover thrusters on the back like that. If they weren't such weird shaped, I'd like to put them on the front, but obviously there's no place to do that at. So, let's cut those, and let's put in some littler thrusters there. Not really a fan of putting in littler stuff there, but yeah, this might be okay in the end. Let's also position them in those locations. I think it's going to be a little front heavy. That's why I'm trying to get a little bit more on the front than the back. So let's rebalance this again. So O and CR, we're still sagging on the front, aren't we? And still sagging. Okay, so let's put one there. That help it much. Maybe these back ones are just too far back. Maybe I should have just run a row right across the center portion there. Let's get some, there you go. Oh, equip jet, okay. Some cargo, oh no, that's the landing gear goes there. Let's get a couple more of these in. And, okay. Seems to be coming upright a little bit now. Here, let me hit O and see if it's still sagging. It's still sagging. Some. Not as bad. Well, or maybe. God, what else can I do with that? Obviously, I can't go any more forward with hover engines. What if? How would this work out? Let's try an experiment here. I'm taking out these two blocks that are kind of hidden away. And what I want to do is, even though they're not on the ground floor, I wanted to put in a couple hover engines there. And then let's take out a couple, I don't know, maybe, let's take out these center ones. And what would that do for, still sagging. Take out you, put a thruster there. Okay, so let's put those there and take out the rear row. try to balance this thing out. Again, when there's a bunch of weight in it, I'm not sure how all it's going to work out. So, so we're dead level. It's pretty close right now. It's not perfect, but it is pretty close. So I'd like to use the better ones, but man, I can't fit them. I cannot fit those. I'm not sure if these front two are actually accomplishing anything now. Let's see, does that make a difference? Okay, we're balanced pretty good. If we go off, yeah, pretty close, pretty close. Probably about as level as I'm going to get it. Of course, this thing would really have to be loaded up with weights and volumes on and then tested again. So I was thinking about 16K storage, and it's got actually room for more stuff. Hold on, I'm at 14K though, so let's pack this in with a little bit more stuff here. And I did take out the O2 tanks too, so let's also get some of those back in place. Maybe a couple below there. Probably should be good. Let's seal this off. At least a cargo extension in those locations. And what does that bring our cargo? What does that bring our cargo to? 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5. Maybe another there. I'm trying to leave a little bit of room, maybe to put some more rear access parts or something there. Oops. And what are we at now? 1663. Yeah, I think if I try to push it more than that, it's gonna fail. Transporting the cargo. Right now it's iffy. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But yeah, there is room for more cargo extensions, and maybe I didn't have to use some of the shaped ones that I am using. Let's turn on symmetry and let's fix that. Let's get rid of all that and then build that section out again with regular blocks this time. Oh god, there's no cargo extension there on that side. Okay. Check out where's the okay, we're at 14,992. No need to fear, there's more room. Let's do those there. And how about a couple here? Oh, now we're at 15. One more. Just about. Now the weird thing about these shaped blocks is a curvy design is far more gets a lot more storage. Like, take a look at this. I'm at 15,992. If I took out one of these angled ones and put in a round edge block, so that did 2 of them actually with the symmetry being on. Now I got 1655 storage. So it is a better deal using these as opposed to the 45s. It does hop the storage up. Now I'm at 16,180, which is actually enough to actually probably remove something else. But what I'm thinking is, since I've got the space, let's try not to use any shaped cargo extensions at all, so then I could come out to maybe a nice even number that I would like to achieve. I like those even numbers with this. The only thing that's bothered me is acting like there's another shaped one on here that, oh yeah, there is on this side. Those down there. Okay, Okay, so we should. Yeah, okay, so now we got a pretty even number. In fact, I could get rid of 2. Yeah, 1 more somewhere. Get rid of you. Okay, now we're at 15. But I actually wanted the 16. So, whoops. Let's put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not there. 5, 6. What are we at now? 15. Okay, I need 2 more. Let's see, we got there and there. Okay, now we're at 16K even. Okay, and I think one thing that is helping with this design, though, is because it's got that... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. The recessed landing gear, which doesn't take up that extra block row on the bottom. And this doesn't seem to hurt it. So it looks like it can go maybe 1 block row around the mining drills, although I don't want to push it. I think that generally works. So now what I'm going to do is let's add some regular blocks. Should I use steel or why not? It's not that much of a thing. Okay, so what I want to do is make some kind of neat looking angle shape that attaches to the sides over here and kind of goes across. Could go like that. That's one option. And then maybe follow that through with one of these to kind of bevel that off. Kind of do a bit of a roundy formation there. And that leaves room for more blocks there, which I don't really need. Or let's go with the thinner set. Let's say we go with this here. And we'll put that on those 2 angles, and then we'll run the other alternative pieces here. So that's another option. It's a weird looking thing. So, okay, let's get rid of 2 mining or cargo boxes there. Put 2 there. Let's get rid of another 2. And put those here. Okay, so we should still be at 16. You know, on this one, I think cosmetically speaking, maybe what I don't like about it is that centered, maybe that. Maybe here, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try, okay, so I took out 4. So I want to add in 4 back again at some point, but let's put that cockpit back in, but a little bit further back. Yeah, I'm obviously using this one because of its size. So now, okay, so now it's got that a little bit more of a STC kind of appearance. Would that actually be beneficial, though? Having it back like that, it'd probably get better view mining if it was forward the way it was. Just looks dorky. Not that this looks great either, but that does give you a better view, I think. Yeah, I think it does. Alright, so let's take a look at our CPU. So we're good on CPU. Oh, you know what this is going to need? It's going to need Wi-Fi and it's going to need a detector. Both important. And do I have enough CPU for a constructor? That would be kind of neat too. So detector. Is there any like neat place I could put that, or should I just bury it inside here somewhere? Well, for now, temporary location there until I build out this back section here, and then Wi-Fi. I already had Wi-Fi around somewhere. Yeah. slap you there for now. Okay, and CPU is at... We're still good. Still got a little bit of CPU. Trying to use it all. Oh yeah, the constructor idea. Let's see, if I had a constructor, where would the constructor go? Let's get rid of that, and let's... How much is a constructor? It doesn't... Be neat to be able to process stuff as you're mining too. So 700, I think I could afford one. I think I could afford it. So constructor, and of course we're gonna have to get the O2. Oh yeah, O2 and armor locker. Might as well have an armor locker while we're at it. Really quite cheap. And okay, armor locker and O2 station. How do we display this? This is such a weird half block part. That's always problematic. Just pull out one block there. In the middle, that would be nice for O2. The armor. Pull out two more back there, and let's just say we had an armor locker there. How badly did I kill the storage? So we need quite a few storage boxes in here again. It shouldn't be too bad of a problem. Let's get 3 there. And let's get... Oh yeah, fridge. That's something else this probably could have. Say we put... couple more there. What are we at? Need 2 more. 2 more. Let's put 1 back in there. Let's pull that one out and we'll put 2 there. Okay, we're back to 1600. Can I afford a fridge? Kind of what I like to do, you know, I wanted to get the base function in place. Like it's a minor tree harvester, but with this little stuff, a little bit of extra CPU, it's kind of nice to see if I can get some of this cheap utility stuff in place. Why can't I find a fridge? Fridge, there we are. And say we put a fridge like right there. Now the detector's not going to go there either. There's a Wi-Fi. I'm still got to find better homes for those things. And maybe this fuel tank thing is probably a bad idea too. It looks like it's they should be recessed into the ship another block, keep it safer. So that's another goal. What's the CPU look like? Oh, that put me over. I'm over now. What actually did it? So what is required here? I don't really think, well, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? Armor locker. I don't have O2 in here yet either. Well, that's right. O2 is going to go right above there. That's why I left that space 2 blocks in. So then I could put O2 like that. So we got a constructor. We still have the armor locker, and we're still over CPU by about 300. About now. No, that didn't do anything. So let's put the armor locker back. Why a minute ago did it look like it was going to come out and now it's not? What else did I do to this? Obviously the Wi-Fi, maybe it was the Wi-Fi, but now it's like I can't afford the constructor anymore. Constructor was 700. Alright. I guess no constructor. Let's take those 2 parts and let's take these fuel tanks out too. And I'm going to dig in. Well, I guess I can put them right next to the generators. Don't particularly like to do that, but they are separated. So you got two separate power units there that would have to both be blown for it to shut you down. And again, you shouldn't be out doing that kind of thing with this anyway. If you see bad guys, run. Yeah, I did, as in, turrets and stuff, yeah, I don't know. Um, but that gives me an idea. How much is a minigun turret? Well, it doesn't have any ammo either. Doesn't have any ammo. Minigun turrets. You cost, oh, you're 1,000 CPU, never mind. Yeah, trying to get both ammo and a minigun turret in here, I think would be, yeah, that would be problematic. Okay, so let's restore at least the detector and the Wi-Fi in here. Where did the Wi-Fi go? Do you guys have this problem too, where you got all these parts, you just can't find anything ever? uh, and why don't you even come up in a search? No, you do if I don't type in the whole word. Darn it. Okay, well, yeah, I guess you actually are called wireless connection, aren't you? Alright. Oh. Darn it. Okay, so maybe we can add 3 parts. Let's say we put in a detector, Wi-Fi, and a fridge. That's cheap, right? Where did the fridge go? Grrr. I have no idea. Fridge. Okay, you're back in place. Okay, CPU. You're good. Cargo. What you look like? You need another cargo box somewhere. So let's see if we go cargo. And okay, 16K. That's where I wanted it at. I mean, honestly, it could probably do a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know if it can or not. I don't think it has the power to move more. I'm not even sure if it has the power to move what it's got. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, and maybe some of these blocks should be carbon substrate too. I guess I could always do a mass convert on these, but I wanted to try to get the body looking a little bit better now. And I guess this would help a little bit with its defense. Not that it should care. I want to do this. You know, let's go with a straight 45 here on those locations. And, or, what else could be done there? Not much. Could go with something weird like this. No. Or does it go 45 and kind of like, really try to be tanky looking? For not being a tank? Nah, I don't like that. I like, rather keep a nice wedge going here. Okay, so what if we just went back to 45s? And something like that. And then one of those there. Might change around a couple cargo boxes here. Just trying to go for that smooth look here. Okay, so what happens if I took some of these and use the shaped version just here? I'll have to add in one more cargo box to compensate, but might be okay with that. And what would that puts? Oops. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm gonna lose that nice even number though if I go this route. Oh, I don't want to lose the nice even number if I don't have to. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's see. No, yeah, we want that one there. And you know, we could put like a little cargo rack back here, maybe a couple cargo boxes or something in the back. Like it's kind of like a little pickup truck kind of thing. Maybe. Let's see. Let's we need what 4 more cargo boxes as it sits right now. 4 more cargo extensions. Well, there's 2. I'm trying to, if I don't have to, I was trying to leave these so I could shape the bottom ones there too. Put one there. Now I'm 1 short, right? Yep. Come on, one more location. Let me get you off the ground. One more location. Where could we put a cargo box? Avoiding those areas if possible. Oh, so good at. Oh, hold on. Let's don't need that right now. Let's grab a regular cargo box. A couple of these. I think I had the CPU for this kind of thing. Anyway, so say we had something like not the big ones there, huh? Maybe 3 little ones. How much do these have? 125. Do the big ones have more? Yes. That's kind of neat. Alright, kind of upside down though, isn't it? Can I fix that? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so, and then I think I was still one cargo extension shy of having this complete. Down to 1. Well, okay, so what if we did that, we pulled the detector, I pulled the Wi-Fi too. And put the detector here. And then, let's see, get symmetry off. And then we put in Wi-Fi. Say there. Oh, I'm missing the... No, the O2 is right there. So we got Wi-Fi. And what about a little box? So just a little box of some kind over here. So something like that. So, okay, so we've got our armor locker, O2, fridge, Wi-Fi, detector, 3 cargo boxes, six mining drills, 3 cheese graters, 2 lights, 2 generators. Yeah, I think, again, I'm not sure if I should be using steel with this stuff here. It doesn't have a shield, so I don't know. It can't hurt using this other stuff. Say we run a couple of those there, and then I'm going to go to something different here. Like that. We should turn symmetry back on. And then that. And it's got that a little bit of that Scarab look on the back, or the not that I like the looks of that little tree cutter thingy, but it's got a little bit of that look, I guess. Not sure if I like my angling right there. I was trying to mess this angle in with the slanted part there, and I would actually have to do the same thing over on this side, or on the bottom side here. Not that one. That one. No, but I actually don't want to do it that way here. No. I want to maybe. Oop. Something like that. No, that doesn't work either. Maybe it just has to be a 45. That kind of works. And then let's change the angle here to that. Oh, yeah, symmetry. Let's just fix this. Don't need symmetry now. And we can put in a couple of them on the back. And oh, I had room down here. I had room down there. Well, how much CPU am I using? Maybe I could get a couple more hover engines in there. Oh, no. Yeah, we're still good. Okay, so now we got even more hover engines, and they're a little bit more thicker on the front, which is probably good, although the back got heavier now too. And yeah, well, anyway, let's do the last little finishing touch here. We place all that. Let's go with gray and hit that. God, I don't know if I want to touch the cargo extensions yet. I guess I gotta move those around, but I just gotta assume on a build like this that pretty much everything is a cargo extension. Okay, so now last thing, a little bit more trim blocks here. Okay, symmetry on, and let's get these up really quick like. So that, and that, and some of these. Okay. And well, yeah, now it just needs painting. And see how it actually works. Yeah, I guess testing too. So it's going to need some testing as well. So I wasn't able to do the constructor, but now doesn't really need a constructor. Obviously, it probably the only reason I was thinking that is it's kind of nice if you chop some trees and you're running this off from biofuel, which I'm sure you can do just fine. You could chop a few trees. You could automatically have it go into the constructor, make biofuel, put it in the fuel tank as you go. So that was the really the main reason to think about having a constructor in here. But other than that, now it's got to be able to move with the weight it's got, and that I can't say for sure if it's going to do that or not yet. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted. In fact, here, let me turn off symmetry, and where did I? Let's go park it over by the STC. Oh, you know what it probably could use too is that. I don't know about top mounting on this one, and the STC could do it, but I don't think it's necessary on this one. It's a little bigger, and that would add like more block stuff on the top of this creation, which I don't want to do because it does have to bore holes in the ground. So yeah, there we go. A more advanced STC. Yeah. Which is pretty much exactly what I wanted. All right, well, anyway, I just thought I would do a little bit longer video today, and I didn't know how long this was going to take to build, but I kind of wanted to pretty much complete it, sort of like texturing it and stuff like that, just like getting the mechanics in, trying to get this to work right. Again, it's not. I'm going to have to test this. I wish there was easier ways to test it. Maybe there is, but I think there's a console command where I can put it in survival mode or something like that. I don't know if that turns on weights and volumes. And if I did that, you could, there's planets, like some of these planets, like I think the alien planet or lava planet or something like that. One of these planets has like 4G gravity on it, I believe. And then I could go there and like test it in creative. Does anybody know if that's a thing? Is there a way I could just do it? Because right now, why I just a real pain in the butt is I got to like fire up a Reforged Eden regular survival game, and then I got to try to find a planet somewhere with the gravity, and that I don't want to. I haven't really wanted to spend much in the time to do that. To find some planet somewhere that has the right amount of gravity to test 4G. When there's these planets right in creative, that looks like I could test this kind of stuff a lot easier. But I don't know if how to exactly do that because I'm in creative mode. How does that work out? Anyway. You all have yourself a good day, and tomorrow we'll have another look at the workshop, and we'll see what's out there again. And you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later.